Okay, board game fans, got another one for you. Gonna play the Grizzled Armistice digital version. I love the Grizzled. The Grizzled is I don't want to describe it using board game terms. Thematically, this is a game where you're playing one of a little cadre, a little group of Frenchmen who went off to fight in World War One. And through the horrors of war, it kind of changed them in ways. They were all school chums, basically. They went off to fight the good fight, and the war kind of had a dark, sinister side and kind of turned them. This whole game is designed to kind of bring light on some of the horrors of war, but in a very passable way. Um, the You're going to have various traumas, I guess is what they call them in the game. I'll explain how it works when we play the game. I'm going to go ahead and start this up. We're not going to play with recruits. We will play with traps because I like having traps. And I'm going to go ahead and create a game. I'm going to go ahead and play Matthew. We're going to be playing with three computer allies. This is a cooperative game. We're all trying to win the game together. Anselme, Charles, and Felix. Remember, we're all French. We're playing on beginner, so this isn't going to be too hard. There's a nice, pretty cool campaign mode on this app. This is, again, a Steam app based on the board game. It's a small box game, which is mostly a card game. Okay, yeah, that'll work. I always forget to have those helping hands aren't in the base version of the game. I'll try to explain this game once it kind of comes around to me and I can kind of pause the action. Okay, great. Doink, doink, doink. We get the card draw. And I am not the first player. Okay, Felix. Okay, so here's the deal. Here is a stack of... I can't remember what the terminology is. I don't have the rule book open with me, but they have a stack of cards here that we have to win the game before this stack runs out. The cards that are in this stack are the ones that we're actively trying to complete. These are things that the cards from this stack get put into our hand. The leader of the round will determine how many cards get dealt out to the players. The idea of each round, we're basically trying to shed all the cards from our hand by putting them into no man's land. All the cards have one of six, or a combination of six different icons or different colors and so forth, based on different things that are like the horrors of war. Different things that people have a phobia for or a fear of. These are gas mask. That's the fear of the chlorine gas that was used in World War I, which is a huge trauma. Whistles. The sergeants and officers basically when they were about ready to send a charge for everybody to come out of their bunkers and charge the basically machine guns and tanks and other things that were across the field, they'd blow a loud whistle. So this whistle is a triggering thing that, when you hear that whistle, it's like, ooh, God, that means we're going to basically probably go out and die now. The other one is the shell or bullet, a fear of the bullets and the sounds of explosions. Those are the three items. Then there are three climate ones. This one has snow. That's a fear of the cold and the harshness of winter. There's one that's rain. Again, who wants to be sitting in a bunker completely sopped down to the toe, collecting mold and everything else? Rain is a miserable thing in war. And then there's darkness. At night, you can't see what's going on, and there's a fear of that. So each of us in turn order are going to take one of the cards in our hand that the other players don't know we have and put it into play. And the goal is to basically shed our hand, but you can't have three of the same fears or phobias in play at the same time. We also all have a lucky charm, which we can use, and once it's used, we have to wait before we can get a chance to use it again to eliminate that particular thing. So, for instance, my lucky charm is the whistle. If I, instead of playing a card from my hand, I could use my lucky charm to get rid of this card because it has a whistle on it. That's a good thing to do because this thing has 3 phobias on it. This guy over here, his is the gas mask. He can get rid of a rain card. He can get rid of a darkness card. In addition to what we have in play, we could have traumas. Right now, none of us have one. I'll explain them when they happen. But traumas would also basically act as something being exposed at the time. And we have an order of the day, and our orders of the day sometimes are positive, sometimes are negative. This one is negative. Basically, what this order of the day says, it adds a rain to this mission. So we permanently have 1 rain on the field. So we already have 1. I have 1 in my hand. If somebody else puts 1 out there, that's 3. We don't want to get 3 of the same thing in play. The other thing to note is that at some point you can withdraw. Withdrawing from the fight means, okay, I'm not going to play any more cards from my hand, and I am no longer in play. If there's any traumas on me, they're no longer affecting the field, so that could help everybody else. Right now, none of us have traumas, so it wouldn't. The game is really, it's an interesting little puzzle. Every round is a puzzle you have to solve. Ideally, we win if we can empty all of our hands and have no cards left in this stack over here. So we can't win the game in this opening round, but we could really help ourselves out by emptying our whole hand. For every card, I'm pretty sure this is what it works. For every card we don't manage to get rid of, we have to add cards from this deck to our player deck. So that's why if we ended the game right now, we would have to put over a bunch more cards that we'd have to deal with. And remember, for us to win the game, we need to empty up all of our hand cards and this stack before these cards run out. So it's going to go at a pretty good clip. Right now we have 2 masks in play, 1 whistle, 1 shell, and 1 winter. This, if I put this card into play, it also has a trap on it. The trap will force us to draw a card from the top, and it could bust us. It's not a good card to place on the 3rd place. It's a good one to put on the opener, but it's kind of a bad one to place now. I'm going to go ahead and use my whistle to get rid of this card. That's my turn. Okay. Okay, so he put a phobia in play. He now has a phobia of masks. So now, as long as he's in play, we have 2 masks out there. He chose not to play a card. I probably think that's a mistake, because there's no way he could have busted us with what he has in his hand. I wish he wouldn't have done that. I wish he would have used his darkness card rather than withdrawing. I kind of like this. As long as I don't draw a darkness card, this should be okay. Alright. We do have 2 snows out there, though. He's frenzied. Frenzied means at the beginning of the mission, you must draw 2 extra cards. Okay, so he's gone now. He withdrew, so the gas mask is no longer out there. So right now, this is all we have out there. Everybody else, well, these 2 guys have withdrawn. I can't put this out there because it's got a shell on it, and that would be 3. I can't put this out there because it's got darkness. I believe that's what they're going to tell me. Yeah. That'll fail us. So I am going to have to withdraw. When I withdraw, I choose a support token. We can't communicate this stuff. On a tabletop play, we'd be sitting around like a cardboard table or a kitchen table or whatever. You're choosing to give support either to the player on your left, the player to your right, or in this case, 2 to your right, which would be the player opposite of me in a 4-player game. This does play a varied range of players. The app basically always plays with 4 players, but the tabletop version you can play with a different variety of numbers. And I have to kind of figure out who needs the most help or who. He went out first. I don't know where he sent his help. I want to get these guys get rid of their traumas thing, and going across. The only place he can send that is back to me, so this is good. And then I'm going to withdraw. Oh, dang it. He wasn't able to do anything either. So we succeeded. We did. In other words, we didn't fail. That's all success means. Okay. Because he got the majority of the support, he gets to remove one of his, or two of his phobias actually, but he only had one. And he got to get a coffee card. He got a, oh no, that goes to the person who led the round. Yes, he got the leader, the next leader. So this leader token, you basically give a speech and choose one of the phobias, and all the other players can discard a card that has one of those phobias. Oh, I got the worst card here. This card over here has all 6 of the phobias. Darkness, snow, rain, whistle, shell, and gas mask. So I'm waiting for him to use this to let us discard a card, and I'm going to get rid of that. I also have the Merry Christmas card, which there's only one of these in the whole deck. I can discard a hard knock card from myself or another player. I don't need it for me. Other players cannot withdraw as long as they have any cards in hand. That's a pretty bad card, so I'm going to go ahead and play that. Why can't I do that? Why won't it let me do that? It won't let me do it. It won't let me do it. I don't know why I can't do that. It says or another player, and he's got a hard knock card. I'm confused why it won't let me do anything. What does this say? When any player wants to play a card from their hand, they must play 2. If the player has only 1 card left and they... Oh, so I have to play 2 cards. Oh, so I have to choose that plus another one. Okay, well that's fine. I'll go ahead and place that too. There. Why can't I choose this? There. So now he doesn't have fragile anymore. Okay, I just had to read the order of the day. It wasn't a glitch on the game. Okay, so now he's got a phobia of shells, so that's not good. I wish these guys would use their abilities. Oh, he did. He did his speech. So I'm going to go ahead and discard that. That was a good one to discard too. I can go ahead and discard that, can't I? Oh, because I don't have 2 cards. No, I don't have that anymore. Why can't I? Oh, that has another ability, like I have to play another card or something, so I guess I have to withdraw 2. I definitely want to support the player to my left because he's got Frenzied and Phobia of Shells. So we're going to, collectively, our brains have got to say, oh, we need to have him get our support. This is also the only way we can get our ability back. Oh, we're doing good. Yep, that was good. He got all 3 of them. So he's going to get rid of a couple of phobias, and he's going to get his ability back. Great. Now I kind of want him to send it my way. We did have collectively quite a few cards in our hand. It's nice if we can empty our hands. Okay, this is my choice. Order of the day. We can either be exhausted or have a cold snap. Cold snap adds snow to our mission. Exhausted, at the end of the mission, support tiles are not given and have no effect, and there therefore will be no support. Well, that sucks. I'd rather deal with the snow, to be honest with you. Okay. Why is this thing highlighted? Oh, it's highlighted from before. Oh, I don't know. This is dangerous. Okay. Come on, guys. Don't be afraid to use your lucky charms, man. That's why you have them. There you go. I mean, I don't have one. Huh. That one will put another card in play. This puts another darkness in play. Let's risk it. It's a little risk. Uh-oh. 2 snow, 2 darkness. Oh, but there was another snow. Yep, that was on me. That was a high risk card I should not have placed out there. That's all right. It's not the end of the world. I got a speech I can give. Oh, great. The leader chooses a player who must withdraw right after cards are dealt, no matter what hard knocks are in play. Choose a player to withdraw and sell me. He better not have chosen me. He did, didn't he? Maybe he chose himself. Nope, he chose me. Or maybe he didn't. Must have chose himself. He chose himself. I can't put that out there because there's too many darknesses. So I'm going to go ahead and use my ability. Why can't I use my ability? Why can't I use my ability? Is there some penalty out here for it? I don't know why I can't do my speech. I should have done it first round. I guess it doesn't really matter. I don't know why I couldn't use my speech, but I should have used it already. I shouldn't have waited till the end. Well, at least 2 of us have speeches. Yay, I got my coffee. I get rid of my paranoid card. I got my lucky charm back. I don't know, guys. We have more cards in our stack than we have in the total stack. We've got to get through our hands. This is not good. Usually we're in better shape right now. After the cards are dealt, the players consult their hands, then all the cards are shuffled and redealt one by one. Well, I got my tyrannical back. Oh, I got 2 traumas. Ugh, at least it doesn't chain react. Okay, everybody can get rid of a snow card. Okay? I'm going to say... Well... I probably want it to be something on mine because when it comes up. I'm going to say... Let's go with darkness. Okay, well, at least that's going to get rid of a couple of cards. Because he had the darkness charm and doesn't have it, so that also makes sense. Oh, man. Alright. I can place this, but it would be risky. I could place my trauma, but it would hurt us as well. I'm going to use this to get rid of the whistle. Dang it! I was hoping some of these guys would be able to play something. Oh, he's using his ability. Darkness. Oh, good. I got a darkness card I can get rid of. Okay, I'm going to put trauma in play. Tyrannical. Take the mission leader role and keep it permanently. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use that too. You can also lose if you get your 4th trauma, I believe. So 3 is fine, but I think it's when you get your 4th. It's another way you can lose the game. We got to help that guy, so I'm going to go ahead and send that across the table. 3 traumas is just not acceptable. Boom, he's going to get rid of 2 of them and gets his lucky ability back. Guys, this is really we got to get a really good round here. At the end of the mission, the support tells me, no, I don't want that one. In this mission, the mission can't fail due to masks. That's awesome. So masks, we can have as many masks out here as possible. It doesn't hurt us. They're basically nothing. That's awesome. I got 2 of them. I also have 2 rain in my hand, but masks don't hurt us. Boom. Well, that empties my hand. And I had rain as my trauma, so I'm going to withdraw, and that's going to take one of the rain traumas off of here. Withdraw, and I'm going to send my support to the right, because he's got 2 traumas. This game's going pretty quick. Love it. Look at all those masks. They can't break us. So we only got rain, darkness, and snow out there. I was going to say, guys, keep putting cards out here. How could they have 1 card in their hand and it, oh my god. Dang it. I managed to empty my hand. I don't know what your guys' problems are. Once again, he's got 3 traumas. Unbelievable. One of the traumas is actually 2 lightning bolts. It counts as 2 traumas. Luckily, we didn't drop that too bad. Alright, mission can't fail due to night. It's another good one. Means we can have as many night cards in play without failing. I'm going to go place 1 with night on it. So that's just a whistle. He's withdrawing already? He must have a trauma that doesn't let him play. Jerks. Okay. My hand's empty again, so I'm pulling out again after the end of my next turn. Oh, man. Guys, we have got to help that dude out. Withdrawing. And this time I'm going to go left. Another trauma. Jeez. We're doing good with managing this. But the trauma, what is the deal, man? Oh, but 5 cards, though. 5 cards. We got down to 1. If they could have... I'm discarding both of them. And I got my lucky charm back. Not that it matters. Defeat. Because we put too many cards over there, we reached 0. If these guys... He had a trauma that wouldn't let him play. Because he immediately had to quit. But these guys both had 1 card in their hand. If either one of them could have just played 1 more card, we could have made it another round. This is a tough game. It's if the cards come out in a certain way, it can be a real breeze. But yeah, you're really it's an interesting puzzle, though, as you can see. I love playing this. I think this is a great game to play with other people because it has that groupthink kind of how you're both it's like 4 players trying to solve a puzzle, and each of them only have some of the information. So that makes it kind of an intriguing little game to me. It comes in a really small box. This is a really inexpensive game to buy in stores, and it just became available on Steam this winter. So it's only been out for a little bit. It had a little bit of glitches when I was originally playing it, but I haven't had any problems with it since I'm putting it on my new computer. So it might have been a software issue on my old computer. But anyway, that's been my play of the Grizzled Armistice Edition on the digital. Available on Steam and also available in some game stores if you look around. It might even be at Barnes & Noble. Thanks, guys.